Okay, hey guys, 316 BDL here. This is gonna be a model review of a airplane. Yes, I know. My YouTube is mostly construction, but I'm gonna do a kind of a little hobby change now. I'm starting to get into aviation collecting. I still got an excavator up here for size comparisons with some of these planes. These planes that most of my planes, which are there, are 1 to 200 scale, and I'm going to be working up price-wise, which this is the cheapest one of the bunch, which I think you can get this one for $15 right now. And then the next one is going to be a US Airways 737, which is right here. Actually, I flew on this plane on vacation to Myrtle Beach on Vision Airlines. This is the 737-400, which later on Vision did take out the 400 series and change it up to the 300. Well, change it down to the 300. So now it's a 737-300. FYI, if any of you guys are flying. Now I know what you guys are thinking. Oh, a 737. I don't know what that is. There's actually a lot more numbers to a 737. I'm gonna run through every 737. There's a 737 200, 300, 400, 500. I don't know if there is a 600, I think, 700, 800, and 900. They could either have without winglets or shocklets, I think. That's a winglet right there. That right there is a sharklet. So, and Airbus is starting to put sharklets on their planes now. But I'm going to do a review of the Spirit Airbus A319-200. The only thing different between the A319 and A320 is the A320 can have different engines. I think the A319 can also have different engines. This can seat, I think, 119 passengers, 110, or 150 some, I think. I can't quite remember. I'm going to start from the front. Now, you got the trademark Airbus nose, which kind of like curves in, and then the windows there. I'm sorry my hands are a little dirty. I'll use the pointer thingy. So, unlike some of you guys, I actually got to work in a shop. But right there it says Airbus A319. You can't see it though. And for a little size comparison, if you were to walk into this plane, you would probably be about that tall compared to a person, because the door is supposed to fit a full human without them dunking. So that's kind of a good size reference. And if you were to stand up next to the tires, you would probably be about that tall. So it's a big plane. It looks small when they're flying, but they're really big. Spirit logo. This is the new logo. A lot of windows. There's only one exit door, and then you got your little exit ways marked telling you where to go. It does have markings on the wings, like do not step beyond this point, because there's flaps there and flaps there. It does have full flaps and aileron rod right there, and then your frontal flaps right there. It does not have wing lights, which is kind of a pain. You do have one little red speck right there, which is your red strobe. I don't know what they're called though. Now the engines on this plane are, I think, CFM 56-5A4s, which they do not have cold air and hot air output. They just have one output. Where some airplanes, if it's a hot air output, it'll have one little cowling, and then if it's a cold air output, it'll have the big cowling. And another cool thing is if it does reverse thrust, there's little doors that open up and shoot air instead of the whole cowling separating. There's your green wing marker light, and there's a strobe that should be there. Obviously your red winglet there. What else? It does not have a registration number, which is kind of a pain though. Most planes do. Like, that registration is in November 406 US. I don't know what the U and the S stand for. Yet again, more do not step points on the horizontal stabilizer. And then you got your S, your trademark S for Spirit on your vertical stabilizer. Your APU exhaust should be there, but they don't have it modeled in. Underneath, your landing gear is really, really nice. It's rubber tires on metal rims. And there's your Hogan Wings logo right there. It does come with a stand. The stand, it's just a simple Hogan Wing stand. It only says Spirit and Airbus A319. But that's about all there is to this model. I mean, it's a simple model, nothing special, no VFR or IFR antennas or not like that. And then for my construction guys out there, here's it compared to a 320DL. It's a little bit smaller. And don't forget, that's a 1/50th scale model, and that's a 1/200th. If this plane was in 1/50th scale, that A320 would look A320. I've thought of the airplane. That 320DL would literally be a toy, because that plane in 1/50th scale, I think, is 2.5 foot, and like about no, the wingspan's bigger on this plane than any other plane. But there you guys go. Next review is going to be the U.S. Airways 737-400, and then the last review is going to be this Mad Dog McDonnell Douglas MD-90. That plane actually costs more than that excavator, so stay tuned, guys. 316 BDL's back, and I'll be uploading more videos. If you guys want a special review out of any of these planes, just tell me. 787, A340, 300, 200, my bad. I'm not going to do a review on that one. 767-300ER, or extended range. And then the 757. Now, I kind of think it's funny because 747 is the 4-engine jet, really big. It's almost compared to the A380. And everybody thinks the 757 is a lot bigger. No, it's actually smaller. But yeah, if you guys want a review of any of these, just ask me and I'll kindly do one for you. But thanks guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.